In this video, I want to share with you 5 simple steps to building wealth through real estate in 2025 or achieving your real estate investment goal. Both of them simply communicate the same thing. So in other words, if you want to build wealth in the year 2025 and beyond, or you want to start that journey, then this video is one that you want to watch, because I am going to be sharing basic strategies that will help you to be able to achieve that goal in a way that you will not even believe. My name is Raymond Ijoma, and I am the lawyer that loves real estate. Or if you like, the real estate entrepreneur that uses law and real estate as a tool in building wealth for myself and my clients. And I hope that this year you become my client, because right here, we are building wealth through real estate. This video is brought to you by Fortreal Limited, real estate company right here in the very city of Abuja. And as a company, we bring you the very best of real estate, and totally we're committed to ensuring that we're playing a role or being a part of your financial success story as you journey to building wealth through real estate. So do make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, drop a comment, and be a part of this family where we are building wealth through real estate. So the very first important simple step that you must take if you truly desire to build wealth or achieve your real estate investment goal for 2025, the very first step is that you have to desire and be hungry for wealth. Yes, you have to desire it. You have to be hungry for it. One thing I have seen and observed in the course of studying wealthy and successful people is the fact that they desire success. They are hungry for it. And that is the same thing that applies to every human endeavor. If you want something, then you have the capacity to go for it. In fact, with true hunger and desire to succeed, you can actually eliminate any form of excuse. It can be the excuse of, I don't have money, I'm afraid of real estate. As a matter of fact, irrespective of whatever your excuse or challenge would be, or that you're going to face in the course of trying to build wealth through real estate, your hunger and desire to succeed in that venture will crush it. The second simple step you must take if you want to build wealth through real estate in this year is that you need to determine your net worth. Yes, this is the singular most important financial question that actually changed my trajectory of investment as well as my financial life generally. Because the moment I sat down and looked at my net worth, I realized that I was poor in every sense of it. So what exactly is your net worth? I'm going to keep it really simple in a way that anybody can understand. Your net worth is your assets minus your liabilities. In other words, what you own versus what you owe. Or we can also say what brings in money to you versus what takes away money from you, right? And those are basic explanations of what your net worth is. Now, a practical example, if you have, say, an asset base or cash base, or depending on whatever you have, and you can value it at, say, 500 million naira, then you have that. But if your basic liability or your current liability is, say, 700 million or 800 or 1 billion every year or every month, depending on how you are calculating it, then at that point you have a negative net worth, right? So whatever is consistently taking away money from you and is more than what you are earning or your basic asset, then there is a financial problem right there. In the spirit of keeping this conversation simple, the basic thing you must do right now is to determine what you have versus what you are spending. And that will tell you whether you have a negative net worth or not. And what to do to achieve that is to analyze your income generating assets or your income generating activities or pipeline, as the case may be, as against your expenditures as well as what is taking away money from you. If I were you, what I would do right now is to pause this video, do all of the assignment, in other words, determine my net worth, know where I am, and determine where I need to be. And in addition to that, you must analyze your present asset as well as your present liabilities. When you're able to pull this together, you'll be able to bring out what you currently have, what you are in debt of, and how you can proceed to the next level of building your net worth. And how to do that is to increase your assets and reduce your liabilities. Increase more assets, reduce more liabilities. That is the way to go. But 3, having determined your net worth, this is now the time to set an asset increase increasing goal as well as a liability reducing goal. In other words, your AIG, that is your asset increasing goal, as well as your liability reducing goal, your LRG. This is the next important thing to do. Examples of asset increasing goals could be buying a land, investing in a house, taking a mortgage, depending on your location, or doing anything that will definitely increase your assets in this year. While your liability reducing goals could be selling off one car, right, in a way that, especially if that car doesn't have an actual need. I see some people who have 2 cars, 3 cars, 5 cars, and in the actual sense of things, they actually do not need all of these cars. And at that point, of course, I'm not trying to teach you how to use your money, that is not the goal at all. It's just that if you truly desire success and if you truly desire to build wealth, then this is the way to go, right? So you can begin to reduce the liability. So if you need 2 cars, then why not sell the other 2? I have one of my clients who categorically told his friend to sell his car and give his body to Raymond. I was surprised when the man was sharing the story. And right now, after the man sold the car, he got 2 lands from us. And within the next 6 months of doing that or making that decision, he bought more land. And that is him being intentional through the advice of a friend to reduce his liabilities and increase his asset. And that is one thing you can do right now. The 4th simple but important thing to do is to choose your asset increasing or wealth building vehicle. This is very important. Now, having determined that, okay, I need to increase my asset and reduce my liabilities. Now, how do you do that? How do you achieve that? What am I going to put my money in to increase my asset consistently? What is tested? What is trusted? What is sustainable? And the simple answer to that question is real estate. I have tested it. I have trusted it. And as a matter of fact, we have clients in over 19 countries of the world who have trusted us to handle their real estate investment, and they too have testified to what real estate can do for them. In your course of seeking answer to this particular question, you could find other means of increasing your asset or building wealth for yourself. But for me, it is real estate or real estate. So whatever you find, the goal is to make sure that you are increasing your assets and reducing your liabilities consistently, because the moment your liabilities are consistently on the rise and they are higher than your assets, there is already a financial problem. And the 5th and the final simple step that you must take seriously in this year 2025 is that you must have the right broker in your corner. Contact a professional. Don't just trust people with your money without testing their capacity and ensuring or seeing that they have capacity to not just manage your funds, but also have capacity in the sector to be able to deliver. From my personal experience doing transactions with a lot of Nigerians in diaspora, some of them always at this point bring in their relatives or allow their relatives to handle their real estate transaction. Now, that is doing the right thing, but in the wrong way. My opinion is your relative is not a professional. In fact, I've been in this business for almost half a decade. If your relative is not into real estate or doesn't have enough experience in investing in real estate, as well as possibly selling and knowing how the market operates, then that is not the person to trust with a real estate investment. Your relative or your friend or whoever can be involved as a third party to supervise the entire process, and as well just give you certain information and feedback as it relates, of course, informed feedback as it relates, because this is also a problem, because sometimes you send the relative who is totally ignorant of what is happening or what operates in the sector or how the sector operates, and at that point the ignorant and uninformed relative will go back, give the wrong feedback or give a wrong or communicate the wrong thing, and at the end of the day the guy abroad will not be able to invest in the product or in the estate anymore. And that is also another challenge. I'm going to talk about that another day. But the point here is, if your relative is not professional enough or in the sector, then what you must do is to involve your relative as a third party, right? A third party to look into the transaction, not the main person to handle the transaction. That is where you make a mistake. So to wrap up the conversation, contact a professional, get in touch with a reliable broker, a real estate company, a real estate developer, and you will be on your way to building wealth through real estate in this year 2025 and beyond. So if you're now ready to start building your net worth by increasing your assets while reducing your liability through investing in real estate, then Fortreal Limited is the company to reach out to right here in the University of Abuja. We make sure that we serve you with nothing but the very best of real estate here. Enjoy the rest of your day and make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share this with that friend that you love. See you on the next one.